aptly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Set. Go.
Man in motion here.
Go.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. This finds Chark complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Set.
1st and 10, Herbert. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Set.
Herbert from the gun. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Set. Real.
From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down.
And he gets in, touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Come 19. Set. Hut.
From the 41. That throw behind his intended target. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 3rd and short.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Set. Ready.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure That first down right there.
Here we go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Man, it's Marvin Mims. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Mims with the grab. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Offense up to the line fast. They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
18, run.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Shut up.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going down. They said no to that shorter field goal, partner. Roll the dice for more, and they're going to end this first half empty-handed as a result. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They need the right call here. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
3rd and goal, here's Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Why do they run?
They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run is crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Set.
Herbert on 1st down. Makes the grab in bounds offside. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Shotgun snap to Nix. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
380. Run. Set. 380. Run. Set.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hey, Ray.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Run.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go, Rick, go!
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
70 Ranger. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos driving ahead. Ball on the 45,
Hey,
1st and 10.
Come on.
Nix from the gun. Surges from the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Chased out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. They'll throw again. Nix. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are. Not just wide receivers that always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic, hence going out for the sack.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing on second and real long here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Ready.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He loses the football. But the Chargers were the first to get to that one, so it'll stay with them. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Go, hey, go, go, go. Baylor Tigers.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Trying to locate it. Oh, no! He lost it! And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that, street. 7 Pirates, Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's caught. McLaughlin. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 5. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 Bison. Set. 19 Lions. Ready.
Nix looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, set.
They're going for this. Oh, no, they get him yet again. A lot of grass ahead. Into the red zone. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. To be a rookie quarterback at App State, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Nix now to throw. Chased out to his right. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance.
On the ready.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15.
Let's go. Warrior 70. Get up.
Now Nix. That one's cut along the left sideline. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm sure Coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Set up.
Nix with it on 1st. Brought in by Vele. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 48. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing this back in the end zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Check go.
Going for it on 4th, Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Has room down the left sideline. it down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready?
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's out in the clear. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
380.
They've got first down from the 31.
380. Get out.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Hey, Opie. Set.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Easy. We'll go orange. Hey, Ray. Why did it?
This ball's cut by Palmer. And he's tackled for a short gain. Third and just 2 to go.
Hey, go Lion.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chargers have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up.
Ready.
Herbert from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
380.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Set. Set.
Here we go with Dobbins. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and then are rewarded with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Set.
They've got a man in motion.
Go.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Set. 380.
They send the tight end in motion.
Set.
Pitching it out to Dobbins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing on that play, and now we have second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now, here's third and goal.
Let's go. 21.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. He's got it! And that's a Los Angeles touchdown! Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
18, Pioneer. Come on, come on. Set. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's on the move. He's got it over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Broncos will have a first down. Shotgun snap to Nix. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trying to do some window dressing. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Nix from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
Okay, ready. Set.
He'll throw it yet again. Forced out to his right. Trying to push it deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go, set.
To throw, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Escapes the pocket. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Set. Ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready. Why did it up?
Here's a give inside to Edwards. Still working past the 40. And he's all the way up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
Run. Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
12. Set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep.